All right, so I want you to remember this analogy right now. The guy that's the overthinking nerd that's no, all the okay. I want you to remember this quote. The overthinking nerd never builds muscle. Now, some guy has probably gotten triggered by this already. He's probably said thing that, oh, but Jeff Nippert does this, and you anybody anytime somebody says Jeff Nippert does, I always know, hmm, bro, calm down. I've seen some guys who actually like overthink. They don't overthink a lot about the gym, but they know all the science about the gym, and they're huge. Like I know one of my guys, he's huge, right? He's like 80 kg, 85 something, and he's even getting lean, so he's getting scary now. This guy, he knows all the science about the gym, and he's actually making good progress. It's probably like the only guy who actually respects that does that. Everybody else, they're always like I had this guy on Instagram. He would always be like debating in my comments with people. Everybody would be against him. This guy also be like, no, you guys should get your check from. You guys all think that I have an ego, but I don't have an ego. This guy has been commenting on my page since dawn, since I made my first talking head real Instagram videos. Now I was trying to like edit, and I was even just being a very very bad person. Not to him, to myself, because if I stop making talking head reels to start making edits because of this guy who wouldn't just leave me alone. Like it was just getting. I remember when I posted the first video. I said the first video where I said comment this for one-on-one coaching. This guy was like, "How long have you been training that you want to start doing coaching?" And I was like, "Man, this is so sad." You're over here overthinking about gym. He was really in the comments, like in comments or like my I think no, he never commented on my story. Was commented on all my videos. He'll be like, "Oh, bro, check my highlights. I'm bigger than you." Like, and I'll just be like, "Yeah, bigger than somebody who has been training for less than you are." Good. And then I asked ChatGPT, like, not even like, "Oh, ChatGPT, you should be myself." I just asked ChatGPT, "Who is bigger?" Like, I just asked ChatGPT, "This guy thinks that he's bigger than me. Who is bigger?" And ChatGPT was like, "Yeah, sure, the guy looks fatter, but in terms of lean muscle, I have more." I remember I would literally, this guy would be ranting in my comments. He would post a very long text in my comment, and I would just post a picture of ChatGPT and the text I sent it and the message of ChatGPT, and this guy would just shut up. Not like this guy would, he would just shut up. And that told me a lot about Instagram. This guy up to now, he's still once in a while he will look at my story, make sure that everything looks good, make sure that he doesn't want to comment or anything. I'm pretty sure that when I start hitting like when I hit my stride on Instagram, when I hit my stride on social media, I guarantee that this guy, mark my words, this guy is gonna sit down and he is gonna buy one of my products and then he's gonna make a video. It's probably gonna be one of my first haters if I ever get to this point. By the Lord's grace, it's gonna be one of my first haters and it's gonna be like, this guy did this guy did that. It's gonna be one of the first guys lying to me, and then you're gonna see one of my first ever videos where I'll ever react to this guy. Now I'm never reacting to him because right now he's a nobody, to be honest. I only have like what 68 followers on Instagram. I think this video is gonna be coming out this week, so yeah, I have 68 followers on Instagram at this point. And this guy, he's basically a nobody. He's nobody commenting on somebody's practically nobody's page. So it's like I don't know what the nigga is up to. Anyways, that is a great example of the overthinking nerd. This guy knows all the science about things and everything, and yet me that started out, well, yeah, no, I started going to the gym, not even like going to the gym consistently. I started going to the gym like uh March last year, March, and then I stopped in like a month. No, started going in January, then I stopped March. So that was 3 months, and I stopped. Then I held back again in June, and I stopped in like 2 weeks of June, and then I went back again in October. But I was only going once a week. The reason why I was bouncing was because of I just wanted to do home workouts. To be honest, I just ended up doing home workouts. I didn't know how to honestly like. I went from my parents giving me 5K to give me almost 15K, not dollars, naira. So that's like I don't know, $7 or $8. Yeah, maybe $9, like $9. So from like $2 to $8, my parents were giving me, and to me that's a lot. So I didn't know how to actually spend that money, how to save the money basically. And yeah, I just said, okay, let me just do homework and try and save this money. And I was horrible at saving. I was horrible at saving. But basically, This video is just about, you should not be overthinking this gym shit. Like, you should not be doing it. Everything about the gym, it's actually about overthinking. That's like, the crazy part is that you have to actually think deeply about fitness for you to get good at fitness. But if you start overthinking it, you're gonna be making worse progress. Let me just tell you the baseline for everything. So let me just tell you all my secrets for lifting, right? So I believe fitness is broken down into sleep, training, and diet. That is all. Yeah. Those are the three pillars of fitness. There's nothing else that is in fitness. Everything else comes with that. Is, oh, zero right out. No, it comes still comes with that training. Everything else comes with that. Oh, peptides and steroids, those don't count. Those aren't part of fitness. Those are like cheat codes to run faster in this race. One of the, if you're watching this video, yeah, you are now at the point where you should be taking peptides or steroids, even creatine. You probably shouldn't be taking creatine. I'm going to make a video on my experience with creatine. I've been taking creatine yet. So anybody that tells that, oh, I should take creatine, and they've been working out for less than I have, I'm like, nah, your problem right now is consistency, not taking creatine. If you're watching the video and you're like, oh, I've been training longer than this guy. Okay, sure. Go try creatine and then come back and tell me what actually makes a difference. For people that I know that they've been using creatine, it actually makes a difference for them. Well, I'm like, okay, just try and do it. So now, if I also need to do the, if I was like, okay, I want to make the minimum amount of effort to get the maximum results that I can with this effort in fitness. And these three pillars of fitness are sleep, training, and diet. Let's go over all of them. Sleep is probably the juiciest and the ones that you guys don't know a lot about, and I know a lot about. Let me just hop right into this. For sleep, a lot of you niggas be telling me that, oh bro, I remember one guy from, okay, I'm not even gonna say his country. He was like, I sleep by like, he said like he sleeps by like 4 a.m. Like he said that he has a really really big problem. He was saying that he has a problem with, I just like, bro, calm down. First of all, you don't have a problem. You're just a night owl. Like, some people are just biologically wired to be staying up all night. You know how in the early days, in days of the caveman, right? I want to just close your eyes and imagine days of the caveman, right? Now imagine the big cave that all of them were in. They were all sleeping. Now imagine a fire in front of the cave, right? And imagine it was you at the front of that cave, and then the alpha caveman came to come out, tap you on the back, and he just, I don't know, said this weird caveman language, probably try to rape you. Okay. So the guy, so this caveman, right? This alpha male caveman, he walks up to you, taps you on the back, and then he walks off, because you're gonna be doing the watchman for this night. As a watchman, you're gonna be staying up to basically till the sun rises, and I don't know how you're gonna be sleeping or waking up, but you're gonna be staying up, so you're gonna be having the what? You have the authority, no, you have the responsibility to basically do what? You have the responsibility to guard the cave, to guard the people, to guard the women and the children. That's your responsibility. Now open your eyes back. You are probably just like that. Like the analogy I gave, you are just probably one of those people who your generation has just been the watchmen, people who stayed at the watchtower. You know, in all these movies where there's this old big fat man who has like a round cap, who's wearing like two layers of jacket and a corporate shirt under, and then he has this like huge binocular and he's up on the watchtower. He's just looking like, that was probably your generation. That's probably your great grandfather. That was probably your great grandfather, right? So maybe that's just how you are as well. Because if you can easily be up at like 4 a.m., 3 a.m., because that's not easy. For me, it's like I have to use discipline to do that. No, for me, it's like I can stay up to like 3 a.m., but once past 3 a.m., like, okay, I have to go to sleep. And I can basically wake up like anytime I want to. I can wake up like 3 hours after that. But if I want to sleep to like 10 hours, I will sleep to 10 because I deserve it. I tell my brain I deserve it. My parents are like, oh, check your blood sugar, because I'm diabetic, right? So I have to check my blood sugar by like between 6 to 7:30. I'll check my blood sugar and go back to sleep, because I know I deserve that sleep for staying up all night. Or for some of you niggas, like, you can easily be like up to like 12, and I'm like, to like 4, 5 a.m., 6 a.m. I'm like, yeah, you're just a night owl. And you know what? Millionaires are night owls. Millionaires are made Millionaires aren't made in the daytime; they're made in the darkness. I've been awake since three since 2 a.m. I woke up by 12. I went back to sleep. First time in a while I've ever like turned off my alarm. I went back. I have like 10 alarms, right? No, I have alarms throughout the whole day. Like every single hour throughout the day, I have an alarm. Unless if I'm sleeping, my alarm doesn't go off. Other than that, I have alarms throughout the whole day because when it's life is very very calculated, and I'm not gonna. I need as much help as I can get to go to the top. So I set as much alarms as I can for every single hour of the day doing this. And to make a YouTube video, I already set an alarm for it. To post this specific picture, not specific, but like to post a picture on my Instagram, to post a story, I have alarms for every single thing. So let's get right to it. You that you are always sleeping late in the night. Okay, we're going back to the sleep. So you are always sleeping late in the night. That's totally fine. Just go to gym late in the afternoon or even in the evening time. What I would say to do if you are the kind of person that is like a night owl, we're gonna get back to the day people. The day people. We're gonna get back to the day people very soon. But for the night owls, basically what you niggas should be doing, niggas or white people or brown people, what you guys should be doing is basically just go to the gym either in the afternoon. So when you wake up, let's say you wake up around like 12, 1, 2 a.m. Sorry, 2 p.m. 12, 1, 2 p.m. Wake up, go to the gym, boom, boom, boom. Come back by like 3, 4 p.m. Eat your eat your post workout. So eat your pre workout meal like a huge. If you're in a street fitness, eat your huge pre workout meal. Then boom, boom. Come back from the gym, eat your post workout meal. Then 2, 3, 4 hours later, before you go to sleep, or since you're a night owl, you're not really going to sleep. Yeah. So a few hours after that, just eat some more, eat your dinner, and then that's your last meal. So your last meal is like 7 or 8 p.m. Now, the thing about night owls is that they are always hungry, and there's a reason why. You're always going to be craving something, whether just because you are naturally staying up late, you're going to be craving something because of your brain. Your body has already passed like what, 5, 6 hours after eating, and you're still using up energy by walking around. So obviously your body, you know that walking around you need energy for that, right? Like I'm diabetic. If my blood sugar goes down, my energy, that's like my energy. This thing, my energy hasn't gone down in like what, months. Okay, so if my energy goes down like my blood sugar, right? It's just I will never be able to even walk. My legs will be shaking, hands will be shaking. It gets to the point that some people they can't see. For me, I've not really gotten to that point before. Like to be honest, I can very easily like what's the word, ignore hunger, and my blood sugar very very low, and I can just like ignore it and I can still live my day. Though you could die from that. I'm not gonna lie, you could die from that. I've never had gone to that severe because by the grace of God I never have. So I've just told you for sleep, right? So now how would you want to sleep? For you that's a night owl, I think night owls they honestly sleep very easily because of you're just most of you night owls you're always pressing your phones and shit, and that is the wrong thing to do. If you're a night owl and you're like 16 to 18, I don't even care what age you are, you need to do something productive during those times. Between 12 to 5 a.m., your brain is like hyper, like your brain is like Elon Musk kind of focus. You know how Elon Musk has like 13 different companies, and yet nigga knows how to manage every single one of them. Yeah, during that 12 to 5 a.m., your brain is like incredibly dialed in. That is when like you should really set an alarm because if you know alarms are the cheat code to success in life. Just set an alarm for every single day. Have every single part of your day calculated in your phone alarm, and you will become successful. Other than that, and also put in your mind to every single thing that you do. Like anytime you think about fitness, or let's say even extreme fitness is anytime you think about workouts, you don't know what's next I'm gonna do for fitness. Get what I mean, right? Okay, so but for the guys who are daytime people and they want to sleep better, let me just tell you right now. First of all, because we've already covered the people who are night owls. Night owls, if you want to go to sleep, it's not really hard for you guys to sleep, right? And what I'm just telling you guys that between that 12 to 5 a.m., set an alarm for 12 a.m., get off your phone, get on to reading your books. Because most of you that watch me are still in high school or university are trying to get to university. Because that's the time that you actually read. Read for like 4, 3, 2 hours, boom, boom, done, 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 done. You go to sleep, wake up late. Well, if you're probably in school, hmm, you're gonna have to, okay, if you were in school and you're a night owl, I don't know. Okay. When you come back from school, go to sleep. So basically, throughout the whole day of school, you're basically just sleep deprived. Can't get anything from school. You're writing shit down. Everything that teacher says, you're writing it down, but you're not really paying attention. So when you basically you already know that, okay, I'm gonna play with my friends during school, and then when I the friends that your mom and teachers always say that you shouldn't be friends because of those guys who play with you in school, but when it's in the night they are reading like crazy. Yeah, you should be like that. Play with everybody in school, socialize, you talk to your girlfriend, socialize with every single girl and guy. Then when you come out from school, crash, sleep, eat whatever you want. 12 a.m. you're dialed in like a little Elon Musk millionaire on your studies, on your work, anything and everything, other than nothing that is unproductive. Boom, done. For the daytime people, this video will probably swim me over. So for the daytime people, here's what I want you guys to do. If you want to sleep early, because me, I sleep by like 7. If I want to sleep by 7, I'm going to sleep by 7. Unless something crazy happens and I'm writing down more work stuff. Okay. Let's say if you're not as crazy as me, and you want me to sleep by like 9:30, 10. If you want to sleep by 9:30, I want you to set an alarm right now as we're talking. Set an alarm for 7 to 6:30 p.m. So set an alarm for 6:30. That's 3 hours before. No, set an alarm for 1 hour before it. So 9:30 p.m. you want to go to sleep. By 8:30, set an alarm to wind down. Now, when the alarm goes up, I want you to get your ass off your chair, and I want you to turn off all the lights around you. If you're in your sitting room with your parents, get up, go to your room, turn off all the lights. You're like, oh no, where are you going? Oh, I'm going to sleep. What, you're going to sleep by this time? Yes, I'm going to go to sleep by this time. Oh, okay, sure. Good night, blah blah. What I do is that when I was going to sleep an hour before, I don't talk to them because I know that if I talk to my parents, they're going to be like, oh, please help me to do this. Come on, me iron this shit. And for me, I always take long to iron. I don't like that shit. Like, yes, they want to go to sleep early, right? It was my fault. I should have gone to sleep earlier. I was wasting time, right? It was really like 8 9, and I go to sleep by 7. Well, I was ironing and I was watching something, and I was trying to like get more work ideas, and I was writing all the work ideas down. My mom comes in, oh, please help me to iron the shirt. In like a second, I knew that my face was about to turn like, man. I just told myself like, okay, sure. She's like, okay, good. Like the like softness of her face, she was basically just begging me to iron her clothes, and I didn't want my own mother to beg me to do something. Like, okay, yeah, sure, I will do it. I did it anyways. So now back to the daytime people who want to sleep more. Once you have that alarm set for 8:30, when the alarm goes off, you turn off all your lights. You go to your room, turn off all your lights, and then you go onto your phone right now. As I'm talking to you, go onto your phone, go to your settings, go to digital well-being and health and digital well-being. You see bedtime mode. They set the bedtime mode for 8:30 till the next day. So 8:30 till the time you wake up. Let's say it's 6 7 a.m. 8 a.m. That's like what, 10 hours? So like 8 hours, 9 hours of sleep. Peak, good, nice for an extreme work season, for an extreme fitness season. Great. Once that, your phone will basically just turn black and white, and then also do focus. So you're going to go to focus mode and set that time for basically the whole time you're going to be asleep. So focus mode basically just means that all your social media apps, you're going to put them in the focus mode. Your TikTok, your YouTube, your blah blah blah. Put it all in there, and then when focus mode is on, you can only use those apps for 5 minutes. And then when the bedtime mode is on, your screen is going to go black and white. Why? Blue light is bad for your eyes, makes your brain more hyperactive, and lights all around make your brain also hyperactive as well. For me, I won't sleep in the afternoon, so I close all my windows, turn on my fan, go to sleep. I don't check my phone. No, I just go to sleep. I know that the cope of like, oh, let's wind down, let's watch some TV. No, I don't watch some TV. I just close all my windows and I just switch on my fan. I go to sleep by like 2:30, 3:30 p.m. And then I wake up again in an hour, and then I dial back into work, make this YouTube video. So yeah, I know I'm crazy, but I'm destined for success. So yeah, let's go. Now, if you've done everything I've told you to do, better mood, focus, turn off all the lights, go to your room. Now, the last thing that will really make the benefits right is what you do when you go to sleep. Once you've done all of that, I want you to drop your phone before that 9:30. Drop your phone, get on your bed. So between that 8:30 to 9:30, you've done all this stuff I've told you to do. You get on your bed, and then you then do what? You get a book, get a random book. Like as I'm talking to you, holding your phone, go around your room, look for a random book that I know you don't read. not your Bible. That's totally different. No, go around. For me, I read my Bible last night before I go to sleep because of stuff. So go around, pick a book. Right now, I'm seeing a book called Success 101. All right, so I was just looking around my room. And I just saw, okay, Success 101. Okay, I'll just read this every single night. Boom, done. Now we've covered sleep. What did I just say about sleep? I hope you're writing this down. I hope you're at least doing it while I was telling you to do. Okay, let me just go over it again for the last time. Set an alarm 1 hour before you want to go to sleep. To wind down. When the alarm goes off, you are going to go to your room, turn up all the lights, close the curtains. No, open the curtains because it's going to be late by this time since you're a daytime sleeper. So once you do that, you must have ready by now. So talking, set an alarm, go into your phone, go to settings, go to health and well-being, and tap the bedtime mode and set the timer lap. So that's between the time that 8:30 and the time that you want to wake up. Just put it at 8 a.m., 9 a.m. Since by the time you want to wake up, you don't want to be using, if you're going to be using your phone, some of the niggas, using your phone first thing in the morning. I also do that, but I'm in extreme works, so I'm exempt from that rule. So some of you are going to be using your phone first thing when you wake up. If you are, then your phone should still be on black and white because of the blue lights will be bad for your brain. When your brain wakes up and first thing looks at your screen, when you're living in a season where you're meant to be maximizing your fitness, it's bad. Okay. So when you do this, and then you also go to your if you scroll past the bedtime mode, you see focus mode. Tap that focus mode, and then you put all the social media apps like TikTok and news now, whatever, any app that's confusing that wants to be opening that time. Then after all of this happens, then you're just going to go to your room, lay on your bed, get a book. Let's see if you say you've already prayed and stuff. Okay, so now you go on your bed and then you get a book. The book that I already told you to get. Just look around the room, look for a random book, any book. And you're gonna read that book in the dark. Why? Books are boring. If books are boring, then let's use it to our advantage and just read the most boring thing when I want to go to sleep. So do that. Then now I've basically just fixed your sleep. Oh wow, this guy knows so much. Yeah. Join my $5 coaching. I'm gonna teach you so much more. Now for fitness and diet, I'm also gonna be I'm gonna have to gatekeep some things for these things. So for diet, simple. I don't care whether you're cutting. Okay, yeah, if you're cutting, let's start people who are cutting because I feel people who are bulking are going to be more here. So when you want to cut, eventually just do this. I'm going to get into bulk soon, but for the few my viewers who are actually cutting, what should you do? Now, first things first, the first time that you wake up, don't eat. Like, nah, don't eat, man. Unless it's like, okay, I'm in school, something, okay, and no, still really, no, don't eat, man. Don't eat. Just resist your hunger. Like that's what me I've been doing, to be honest. If you're like a white girl, then you should probably eat something like something small. If you're a white girl, but if you're a man, you feel your hunger and just be like, yeah, okay. So we'll be like, oh, bro, I can't resist my hunger. I've tried everything. Yeah, sure, bro. Imagine for the zombie apocalypse, and you were like, oh, guys, I'm hungry, and then everybody's like, who's that guy? Who's that guy? Who's that guy? Exactly. So for me, I just while I'm walking, I have hunger and I just resist it. And it's even harder for me because every time I really go into like my dining to go and pee, like my dining room, there's like a toilet there, so I also go to go and pee in the toilet, right? So anytime I go to go and pee, like all the food for my family is already on the table early in the morning, and I wake up for all of them, right? Except for I wake up for my mom as well. Sometimes I'll come in like 4 5. She's already made the food. 4 5 a.m. She's already made all the food already there. If I'm passing there, I'll see the food. So I guess that even what I would honestly want to do, I just want to pack that food inside the fridge and not even see it at all. Not even see any of their food. Probably gonna even stop using that and start going to another toilet. But yeah, if you're cutting, don't eat when you wake up. Only eat when you want to go to the gym. So when you want to go to the gym, eat a huge meal, have a lot of energy, and plus, who doesn't want to eat a huge meal when they're cutting? The huge meal, go do your workout, hard sets, go all in, man, go all in. When you come back, eat again. After eat again, that's all. Two times a day, to be honest. Sure, cool, nice. 3 times a day for me is like maintaining my weight. 2 times, one time is like, okay, I'm losing weight, way too fast. Zero okay, and then 4 times a day for me is when I'm bulking. I don't push to five. No, no, four is cool. Four is cool. Now, for my guys who are, what food should you eat? Okay, before we get into like people who are cutting, what food should you eat? To be honest, I've never really been the whole like eat protein around the clock. What I do is I just eat huge meal, and they're always carbs. A lot of carbs so that I can have a lot of energy. If I'm cutting, if I'm bulking, it's a lot of carbs. Then, especially when you're cutting, people always say that, oh, when you're cutting, it's a lot of protein. That view is starting to get debunked, and I'm just debunking for you. Why would you eat more protein than carbs? Like, why would you focus on bumping up your protein than bumping up your carbs over your carbs should be way over your protein when you're cutting. Why? Because you need energy. What's the purpose of protein if you don't have the energy to put it to work? What's the purpose of having protein since the protein synthesis time and this and that when you don't even have the carbs to even push to even get that synthesis or whatever science that you nerds jerks watch to? Hmm? Hmm? Exactly. So take my word for it and do it. More carbs doesn't mean that you should lower your protein. Your protein should still be high when you're cutting. Sure, you don't want to lose muscle. We don't want to lose muscle on the cut, right? Sure, but don't ever believe that you should be focusing on more protein than more carbs on a cut. And now we've debunked that. Let's go over to the guys that are bulking. Okay, that's true. If you want to, your pre-workout meal should be loaded with carbs, like loaded with, I mean, like one egg for that one, loaded with carbs. And your post-workout meal, meats and eggs, steak and eggs for your pre-workout meal. Sorry, for your post-workout meal, steak and eggs. Why? It's delicious, it's sweet, and there's a lot of protein. The reason why I said carbs for your pre-workout meal is because you need other energy to work out. When you come back, you're low on energy, so you should be eating more protein and stuff, and just a bit of carbs, not too much of carbs. So yeah, done. People, for my boys who are bulking and for maintaining, to be honest, just do that, and then in the night you eat one more time, or in the morning you eat one more time. So if you're maintaining, what you should do is basically just if you're maintaining your weight, just eat, first thing when you wake up, and then do the whole pre-workout, post-workout meal. Or first thing when you wake up, just do the whole first thing when you wake up, you should be doing the eating. Sorry. For guys who are maintaining, first thing when you wake up, you should eat, or you should eat by dinner if you're going to the gym early. So yeah, just keep it at 3 meals per day. For guys who are bulking and want to eat 4 meals per day, maybe for you, you're a skinny guy, you've been eating 1 meal per day, so now you're going up to three. If you're bulking, first of all, man, for all of you guys who are bulking, cutting, or maintaining, track your calories, man. Like every single person, I'm telling you, I could have 100. I could have like, okay, not even 100, but like 10, 20 people in line tell me that they are ectomorphs and all their sense, and I'll ask them 2 questions. Do you track your calories? Do you know how much of food you are eating? They'll say, no, I've been eating a lot of food. I swear, I've been eating. I remember this girl once. She was saying because of she's a girl, right? All my other guys, I was arguing with her, and I won. I didn't want to say it because of she's a girl. Or they were like, and it was bad because of like I like silenced all of them, and then there was just like weird silence when I silenced her. She was like, oh, I've been trying to gain weight for so long. I'm trying to wait for so long. I've been eating enough, eating enough. I told her that you're not eating enough. She said, no, you should really know. I've been eating enough. And I asked her, have you been tracking your calories? And she was like, no. I was like, see? She was like, you just get to eating. Just one question. I can answer that one question. And I had this other guy. He was like, he's a friend of mine. He's like, he's an ectomorph. And I was like, oh, here comes coping, like serious coping. And he was like, and I asked him, do you track your calories? He said no. I think I asked him, oh yeah, track your calories, and do you weigh yourself? Do you know your current weight? Do you know your current every single day? He said no. Then you have no right in this world if you not spent a good 5 to 6 months doing this, tracking your calories, tracking your macros, tracking your weight every single day with the ascend app. Literally literally just write your weight in there. You literally just see a graph going up or down, and then for your calories A lot of fitness apps, what they do is they only have one option for you, which is for you to basically scan your food, and then that pays money. For my own fitness app, you can either scan food, which also pays money, or you can just write the meal and it just uses the same AI to just know amount of calories I eat, and it just shows you, boom, done. So you can just do that way more stress free. I feel you're doing that for a good 6 months, 6 solid months. By the way, the workout app is free, by the way, link below. If you're not doing that for a solid 6 months, then I'll be like, okay, sure, you are an ectomorph. Okay, sure, you're an ectomorph, but would you even want to be right? Would you want to actually be an ectomorph? Would you want to have tried so much of shit and you still can't gain weight? No, you wouldn't. So just turn off your brain, do what I tell you to do for diet, and then you will gain weight. Go buy a weight scale. For me, one of the biggest things I did for my bulk was buying a weight scale. Everybody I know will be like, oh bro, can I check my weight? Can I check my weight? They will come and check their weight, like they will almost check their weight like like mothers, like women. When women check their weight, they are shocked at their weight. When men check our weight, if you are really true man, when you check your weight and you know that when you wake, okay, you probably don't know this, but early in the morning is the best time to check your weight. Do that. Step on the weight scale basically when you're naked. Don't just wear something like very, very light. Don't wear a shirt. Just take off your shirt. You're in your room, so nobody's even there. Take off your shirt. Step on a weight scale. Boom, move on. You're telling me like you're not gonna be able to spend like what $8 to $10 on a weight scale. Go on Amazon right now, buy the weight scale. Boom, done. Come back to this video. Alright, you're here, you've bought the weight scale. If you're a pussy, you wouldn't have bought the weight scale. If you're not a pussy, you would have bought a whiskey by now. Boom, done. Alright. Okay, I don't have any money. Sure. Your future physique is just taking longer and longer to achieve. So yeah, sure. I've invested so much of money into this business and into my physique and into everything. I'm seeing the progress. So if you don't want to invest money, if you just want to be sitting down and expect God to bring all the muscle down to you, then sure you will. You will not. You will not. I don't know what kind of lazy ass you are. You will not see any growth at all. I can bet on that. You will not see any growth, and most of you are even white, so you're not even going to see any growth at all. If you're black, you still won't see growth unless you have like amazing genetics. Maybe like if you have like 1 in 500 people, okay, no, like 10 or 20 in 500 people get genetics. For a black guy just beginning muscle, like he has a good amount of muscle, good solid muscle mass. I'm missing. I don't even have a beard or mustache. I don't know where that came from, but like, okay, so now we've covered diet, we've covered sleep. Last one is what? Fitness, the most enjoyable parts of it all. I'm going to be quick with this guy. I don't want to spill all my six secrets. I want you guys basically buy my 5 Breathing program. But the biggest advice I can give for fitness is you have to do 10 sets. 10 sets for your weak muscles. Just this advice alone for your fitness would definitely like boost your gains. But fitness is broken down into a lot. There's progressive overload. That's how much of muscle you build. By the way, my fitness app, you can literally just like type in amount of weight and reps that you do for your first workouts, and then the next workouts. Next time you do that workout, it basically just shows you the amount of reps that you need to hit, and amount of reps, amount of weight and reps that you need to hit to actually grow. And then you just do that. You're basically just making gain on autopilot. That thing should not be free, and yet it is. So go in right now before I make a paid program. It's literally just free. Make an account, download the app, boom, done. Thank me later on, or comment me on message me on Instagram and thank me for all the gains that you've made. Okay, boom, done. So why are you gonna do this 10 sets? My